Hello, hi, welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well, let's learn English together. And welcome to Friday. Yes, that's right, my friends. It's Friday again. Time for us to hit the town and have some fun. Well, almost. Before we can rush out and get ready, we have to get the English lesson out of the way. Only then, when we have done what we have to do, can we think about having fun. Well, that's not 100% true, is it? We're also here to have fun, but not Friday evening sort of fun. Now, tell the animals what we can expect of them and we can get cracking. Gusti, no dancing. Sit down and stay in one place for 15 minutes. Margot, make sure you don't block the TV screen. Sleep all you want, but not in front of the TV. And Nigel, our gloriously hairy pet. Nigel, it's Friday, and I know you're excited. I know that. We all know that. But please, for the next quarter of an hour, keep a lid on it, okay? Stop the noise pollution for the next 15 minutes. After that, the world is your oyster. Do whatever you want, but until then, button your lip. Okay, instructions delivered, let's make a start. And today's a very special day, isn't it? Yes, that's right. And who knows why it's such a special day? Well, in fact, there are two reasons for today being special. The first reason is that it's the time again. The end of the working week is upon us, and the start of the weekend is so close that I can smell it. And it smells pretty good, I can tell you. It smells like everyone getting ready for the weekend, like everyone getting geared up for the weekend. Yes, it smells of freshly washed and combed hair, of antiperspirant. There's that prefix again, anti, the prefix that means against something. This time, it's against the idea of perspiration, the noun from the verb to perspire, which is a synonym for sweat. So, when you roll that roll-on onto the skin of your armpit, or when you spray that antiperspirant spray onto your armpit, or when you apply that antiperspirant stick to your armpits, you're putting something onto your skin which works against sweat. This stuff stops you from sweating, temporarily, so that after a few minutes on the dance floor, you hopefully don't look like this. And also connected to that thought, hopefully you don't smell in a way which makes people near you react like this. So, that's antiperspirant. It stops you from sweating, which in turn stops your armpits from smelling like 3-week-old milk, which in turn means that someone might want to dance with you tonight. So, that's good. The other stuff you can put on your armpits is deodorant. Now, this is different to antiperspirant because all deodorant does is cover, mask or hide the smell. When you use an air freshener in your home, what you're normally doing is hiding the smell. Most air fresheners don't deal with the source of the smell. Most air fresheners merely cover the bad smell with a nicer smell. And the same thing is true of deodorant that you buy for your armpits. These don't stop you from sweating. So these don't stop the bacteria in your sweat from making you smell. Deodorants just hide the smell with a different smell, with a nicer one. Anyway, make your choice and decide if you prefer antiperspirant or deodorant. You don't want to smell like someone's old socks when you're in the disco or bar or club or restaurant or cinema or wherever. If you're in the gym, then I suppose it's okay. But even there, people aren't going to talk to you if you smell like a dead cow. And after that small diversion into the world of personal hygiene, let's get back to where we were, talking about the reason why today is special. Okay, we know reason number one. it's the beginning of the weekend. And now for reason number 2. What's the date? That's right. It's the 13th, isn't it? It's Friday the 13th. Aha! So it's not only the start of the weekend, but it's also a day which is connected to bad luck. Now, when people think about Friday the 13th, people always think that this is a day when accidents are more likely to happen, when there is a greater chance of bad things happening. Perhaps, perhaps not. Maybe, maybe not. But why do we think that Friday the 13th is the unluckiest day of the week, or month, or year? Well, some people say that the number 13 has always been unlucky. People always thought that 12 was a lucky number and 13 was an unlucky number. Some people say that this is connected to the number of disciples that Jesus had, the number of people in Jesus' gang. There were 12 disciples, which explains why people think the number 12 is a good number. Also, there are 12 months in every year and 12 animals in the Chinese animal calendar. There are 12 signs in the zodiac, but that's logical, isn't it? There are 12 months in the year after all. Okay, but what about number 13? Well, some people say that this is connected to Jesus and his friends too. At the Last Supper, there were 13 people at the table. Number 13 was Judas, and this is the man who betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. So, the 13th person at the table was the cause of all the trouble. The 13th man double-crossed Big J. Judas, number 13, stabbed Big J in the back. He sold his friend down the river. And let's be clear, we're not talking about Judas Priest, we're talking about Judas Iscariot. Remember that, because it's a very important difference. One of these is the disciple who betrayed Jesus, and the other is a British heavy metal band from Birmingham. Okay, so now we all know the essential difference between Judas Iscariot, Judas Priest, a giraffe and a dragon. Good, on we go. So, today is Friday the 13th, which a lot of people think is the unluckiest day in the galaxy. Now, this means that there are lots of superstitions connected to today. Do you all know what a superstition is? A superstition is a belief, but an illogical belief, that certain actions cause either good or bad luck to come to a person. Let me give you an example. When I was a kid, lots of people used to have a very strange thing on their key rings. They had keys on their key ring. Obviously, that's why we have a key ring, isn't it? To keep our keys in one place, so that it makes our lives easier. Okay, so these people had keys on their keychains. Fine, but lots of people also had something extra on their key rings, something that they thought would bring them good luck. These people had a rabbit's foot on their key rings. Now, I never really understood this superstition. Why would a rabbit's amputated foot bring good luck to anyone? Certainly the rabbit's foot didn't bring too much good luck to the rabbit, did it? I mean, the rabbit has 4 feet, which should mean 4 times as much luck, but, well, it didn't work for the rabbit, did it? No, someone came along, killed the rabbit, and then turned its feet into lucky keyring ornaments. Anyway, let's forget about the decidedly unlucky rabbit and concentrate on the idea of superstition. There are lots of superstitions that we believe, even today. For example, my dad always taught me that it's bad luck to put new shoes onto a table. I have no idea why this would bring bad luck. And when I asked my dad, he just replied that it does, so don't put new shoes onto a table. Okay? My mum also told me that it's bad luck to open an umbrella over your head inside. Again, when I asked her why it's bad luck, she replied that she didn't know, but that it is bad luck, so don't do it. Okay, so Those two examples are just two of the many superstitions that people believe, or maybe half believe. I bet you can think of lots of others too, can't you? Well, for one thing, just off the top of my head, there's the idea that breaking a mirror will bring you 7 years of bad luck. That's a lot of bad luck. Also, if a black cat crosses your path, it's meant to be bad luck. And walking under a ladder is also meant to be bad luck, isn't it? Now, as well as bad luck, there are also some things which are meant to bring you good luck, aren't there? If you find a 4-leaf clover, for example, it's meant to bring you good luck. Now, another thing which is connected to this illogical system of believing in strange things is the idea of a phobia. When we think about phobias, then we can see the similarities between superstition and phobias. They're both beliefs that have no logic behind them. It's not logical to think that if you break a mirror, then you'll have bad luck. If you break a mirror, you might cut yourself, and then you'll have to do a lot of clearing in that room, but it shouldn't mean that you'll have bad luck for 7 years, should it? No. Isn't that right, Brucey? Well, although I don't recommend that you follow Brucey's example, I think we can all agree that the best reason for not breaking a mirror is all the cleaning that you have to worry about afterwards. Okay, but what about phobias? Well, there is a big difference between phobias and superstitions, even if they are both illogical. Phobias are illogical, irrational fears, whereas superstitions are just things that we believe. Most people don't have a fear of black cats, for example, or of walking under ladders. Perhaps people don't walk under ladders, but it's not because they fear the ladder. With phobias, people develop an irrational and illogical fear of something. Think about acrophobia, for example. This is the name for a fear of heights. Now, lots of people don't feel comfortable being in very high places, but these people don't say that they've got acrophobia. That would be too strong. These people don't like being in high places, but they don't have a fear of heights. They don't panic and have a heart attack if they have to move away from the ground. Now, there are lots and lots of phobias. There are too many to list, but I did find one which is very relevant to today. Triskaidekaphobia. Yeah? What do you say to that one? That one, rather bizarrely, is the official word for the fear of the number 13. So, presuming that none of you are now hiding behind the sofa until tomorrow comes along, shall we continue with our lesson? Yes? Good. Okay then. Now, what were we looking at yesterday? Who remembers? Yes, I know, you all do. I was just kidding. Oh no! Poo sticks! We're out of time. Oh well, never mind. We'll pick up on that on Monday, okay? Right then, people. Tell the animals that they're free to do whatever they fancy for the weekend. And, well, I suppose I'd better let you all rush off and get into the shower. Remember, wash your hair and pay attention to your armpits. Nobody's going to want to dance with someone who smells like a dead cow. Okay. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all on Monday. Fresh and hopefully fully recovered from the weekend. If you need more English, you all know where to go. www.m5tv.hu. I'm Gav Duncan. You all know that. See you on Monday. Have fun. See you later. Bye.